He's one of the greatest batters of our generation, and yet, even when he's not on the field, Virat Kohli becomes the center of the conversation. During day one of India's test match at Headingley in June 2025, former cricketer and commentator Sanjay Manjrekar made a remark that sent social media into overdrive. Was it a subtle jab at Kohli, or just a fair technical analysis? In today's video, we break down what was said, why it matters, the history between Manjrekar and Kohli, and what this tells us about the power of cricket commentary. It was an ordinary bit of commentary at first. Sanjay Manjrekar, while discussing India's top-order approach, said this: "You don't want to be chasing balls outside off-stump, no matter how good you are." A routine observation, right? But fans were quick to connect the dots. Because if there's one batter known for struggling with that very weakness in England, especially during the 2014 tour, it's Virat Kohli. He's edged to slips, he's fallen to Anderson, and even though he turned it around in 2018, the scars remain in public memory. Let's rewind to 2014. Virat Kohli, already an established ODI superstar, came to England for a defining test series. But what followed was a nightmare. Across 5 tests, Kohli managed just 134 runs at an average of 13.4. James Anderson had him on a string, repeatedly drawing him into playing at deliveries outside off-stump. It was technical, it was psychological, and it was humbling. Fast forward to 2018, Kohli came back stronger, scoring 593 runs and silencing critics. But for many, including commentators like Manjrekar, that technical flaw remains a discussion point. Before we go deeper, let's talk about Sanjay Manjrekar. A former India batsman himself, Manjrekar played 37 tests and 74 ODIs between the late 80s and 90s. Known for his solid technique and calm demeanor, he transitioned into commentary after retirement. But in recent years, Manjrekar has become known for something else: his unapologetically blunt takes, especially on Indian players. He's called Jadeja a bits-and-pieces cricketer. He's questioned Dhoni's place in the team. And now, even Kohli, though indirectly, has felt the heat. The internet did what it does best: explode. Within hours, #Manjrekar was trending. Tweets poured in. Manjrekar just can't resist taking digs at legends. He's right, though, Kohli still has that tendency. Even in retirement, Kohli's name sells. Some fans defended Manjrekar, calling his observation just good analysis. Others accused him of having a personal agenda or jealousy. What's clear? When you mention Kohli, you get reactions. And Manjrekar, intentionally or not, knows that. Why does a single sentence from a commentator cause such a stir? Because cricket in India isn't just a game, it's an emotion. Players like Virat Kohli aren't just athletes, they're icons. So when a commentator critiques them, especially subtly, This also reflects the shift in commentary culture, from neutral observers to polarizing figures. Former cricketers are no longer just explaining, they're branding themselves through strong takes. And Manjrekar, he's mastered that line. Kohli isn't the only one Manjrekar has targeted. Let's revisit a few past controversies. In 2019, he called Ravindra Jadeja a bits-and-pieces player during the World Cup. Jadeja clapped back with a fiery tweet and then delivered a stunning knock against New Zealand. In 2020, he criticized MS Dhoni's match fitness and said, "He's past his prime." And in 2023, he questioned KL Rahul's temperament, calling him a great talent but mentally fragile. Manjrekar has made a brand out of tough calls. To some, he's a truth teller. To others, he's a provocateur. It's not all forget who we're talking about. Virat Kohli has over 25,000 international runs, 70-plus international centuries, led India to a historic Test series win in Australia, inspired a generation of aggressive, passionate cricketer. Yes, he's had flaws. Yes, he's had dips. But his greatness is undeniable. Even in retirement from Test cricket, Kohli commands the narrative. That speaks volumes about his legacy. This controversy says more about modern cricket commentary than Kohli himself. Commentators are no longer just analysts, they're entertainers. Their words are dissected, clipped, shared, and debated. And fans, they expect loyalty, reverence, and sometimes silence when it comes to their heroes. But where's the line? Is it wrong for a commentator to bring up past weaknesses? Or should legends like Kohli be above that? That's the dilemma. and that's why this moment won't be forgotten soon. So, was Manjrekar taking a dig at Kohli? Or was it just a cricketing truth said at the wrong time? Maybe both. But one thing is certain. Kohli remains in the conversation, even when he's not on the pitch. And that's the mark of a true legend. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more cricket deep dives. And let us know in the comments, was Manjrekar out of line or just doing his job? Until next time, stay sharp and stay passionate.